And live from the rinks, it's Wednesday night hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jack Ziskin. On behalf of the entire crew here tonight, I'd like to thank you for tuning in as the Connetquot Sayville BBP T-Birds take on the Kings Park Commack Knights in what promises to be another exciting game between these two clubs. In their first meeting, the Knights were able to shut out T-Birds 4-0 as they picked up their win. That came after, excuse me, apologies, mix up my notes for a second there. But the shutout that game came from Connetquot. Kirby just gave up 3 goals. Wanted to double check. One of them was an empty netter, as the T-Birds took chances down the stretch. It was a 1-goal game until midway through the second that night. They took some chances in the third. They resulted in a couple goals, and they continued to try and battle back, but Connetquot shut the door that time. So it'll be Kirby back between the pipes for the T-Birds. That win against the Bulls back in November helped spark their recent turnaround. They had a rough start to the season, 1-5. They've picked up the pace in recent weeks. They're coming off a win with Alexander Clark between the pipes against the Ward Melville Patriots on Monday. A win here tonight would put the 6-7 T-Birds back at 500 for the first time this season. On the other side, it's for the Kings Park Commack Knights. It'll be Jason Krauthammer between the pipes. He's 5-1-1 on the season. And, well, the Knights are going to be a little bit shorthanded up front, too. Nicholas Sattler, the blue liner's out of the lineup. Jack Salva is out of the lineup, as well as Franco Justinic and Ryan Walsh. Making his debut for the Kings Park Commack Knights, it's Jack Frank, 15 in white, who's been a standout at the JV level and will now bring his game to the varsity squad. Leading scorers for tonight's matchup, as we take a look at the standings, a couple standout performers here. Jesse Lemza, 14 goals in 13 games, 15 assists, 29 points. That's good for the 5th best mark in the division. And then for the T-Birds, Ryan Fleischhauer, coming off a strong game against Ward Melville, one of his best two-way performances of the season. He had his 9 goals on the year, 12 assists, 21 total points. Has been paired with his longtime running mate Matthew Campagnola for the majority of this season. And in recent weeks, they've been on a line with Logan Booth that's had some success. We've seen Ethan Burdett have a couple strong outings as their second line center, a recent change. They've added Joe Villani to the lineup. That's been a big boost. And we're in for an exciting matchup here tonight. These are two teams with a long history against each other. For those of you that don't know, Knights lost the T-Birds in round 1 of the playoffs last year as Matthew Hughes backstopped the T-Birds to a 60-save shutout victory, 1-0. And the playoff rematch lived up to the hype, as we previously mentioned. And for the Knights, this is a team that has given up among the fewest goals in the league. I believe they're the only team to hold EI to 1 goal. I don't believe any other team has held EI. Not even sure any other team has held EI to less than 5, to be quite frank. They're among the best defensive teams in the league. They play with tremendous pace. They're fast, they're hard-hitting, and they're not prone to giving up first period goals. They've been pretty stellar in that department. And both these teams are among the best penalty kills in the league, and it seems that to start this game out, it's going to be Burdett with Jaws Wiki. He picked up his first career varsity goal recently. Matched with the Guy Leone. It might have actually been Sunday night. My apologies. Yes, that game was Sunday night. My apologies. I was thinking Ward Melville playing on Monday. I called that game, so I should have known. But irregardless, Lemza in the dot versus Burdett for the opening draw. And it's one forward by Lemza. Turnover force. Hudzinski picks it up, enters the zone. Pass across from Stefan Hudzinski. Wouldn't go. Forces a turnover down low. Burdett comes to support. Pass, trying to chip that one off the wall. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Puck comes to Cohen. Walking in on his backhand. Drops it off along the wall. DeLeon trying to force the turnover there. He does. And the puck comes to Lemza, who was covering for Cohen. And then Cohen gets it back under pressure from Jaws Wicki. And T-Birds nearly forced a turnover, but Granelli heading the other way. Knocked off the puck. Big hit from Villani. Pass towards the slot. Intercepted by DeLeon. And the former Pat Med Raider trying to lightly chip that one down the ice. Evade the ice. He couldn't that time, and he's been pretty good at it this season. Came to the T-Birds through the draft, as the Raiders do not field at the varsity level. Have it in a couple of years. It's been a good pickup for them, and now Campagnola will get to work for the T-Birds. Face off. It's one by KPC. John Coyle and Kemley working together to get the puck out. Coyle gets an out, fire shot that's turned aside by Kirby. Rebound beneath the goal line. Campagnola tied up. Chips that one off the wall, comes to Fleischhauer. His lead pass is deflected down by Campagnola. And now Brent Burdett picks it up. Moves it across to Mercado. Campagnola lead pass. Booth chips it in. Fleischhauer will chase. Piercy's lined up on the wing, at least was for the first draw of the game for this line. As that pass comes across, it was intended for Booth. Too much on it. Now Fleischhauer gets it back, makes a nice move, gains his own. The T-Birds captain fires a shot, rebound turned aside. Carried to safety to Fleischhauer on the forecheck. Puck beneath the goal line, sent up the wall. Kemley collects it on the backhand. Looking for the lead pass. It's deflected by Mercado, under pressure from Siegler. Ties him up along the wall. Battle along the boards. Coyle with the second effort. Puck comes up, but not out of the zone. Booth can't chip it past Frank. The 14-year-old playing in his first varsity game. It's a summer birthday. And he gets the puck now, racing in. Tries to thread the needle on a pass to DeCero. He collects it on his backhand, pulls up, turnover force. Gutterwill tries to poke it out. Prang heads the other way for KPC, wrapping around the net, looking for a pass. Has possession. Gutterwill force the turnover. Comes to the point. Frank's shot goes wide. Nice look there as DeCero chips it back in. Villani on it. Under pressure from Prang. Wagner looking for the clear. It's kept in by the Knights for now. Villani still battling for it. Recently returned from an injury. He's been solid, eating big minutes for the T-Birds ever since. As Brent Burdett sends it around the wall, it's kept in. Comes back to Burdett, under pressure, reverses to Villani. Has Martin along the wall. Tries to chip that one through. And Galgano holds the line first with the second effort to keep it in. Kirby settles it. It's going to be picked up by Brent Burdett. He makes his move against DeCero. Cutting it in across the red line, gets tied up. Martin will chip it in the rest of the way. Burdett goes to the bench. Villani heads to the other side to cover as Fleischhauer gains possession to Villani. Fires a shot, blocked by Cohen. Picked up by Fleischhauer. Battle below the goal line. Puck is covered by Crownhammer. We get another stoppage. This one coming in with 11:19 remaining in the period. Fleischhauer will take the draw this time. And it's one back to Cohen, who reverses to Ryan first. Give and go with Jesse Lemza. Back from Cohen and Lemza to Stefan Hudzinski. And now to Tyler Granelli, who splits the defense, coming in, fires shot, that goes over the net. And we get a whistle as that one gets caught in the netting. And now a golden opportunity for Tyler Grinelli there. Just could not capitalize. Has 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points on the year for the Knights. Jesse Lemza in the dot versus Ethan Burdett. Burdett wins it back. Chase Haggerty on it. Backhand to the cross. Turnover forced by the Knights shot, and it's covered by Kirby. Not enough on that D-to-D pass, and Knights almost made the T-Birds pay. Lemza in the dot versus Burdett. Tied up, coming in Grinelli. Separated, strong defensive play by Haggerty. And now a battle with Hudzinski, the captain. Grinelli to the point. First, shot deflected. Villani, second effort, trying to get the clear. Can't initially, comes back to Ryan first, under pressure. And it comes to Villani. He's looking for the clear, has the stick lifted, continues to race up ice. Hudzinski, nearly forced turnover. De Leon chips it in. Villani returns to the point, and Ethan Burdett moves up on the forecheck as De Leon ends up forcing it out. Joswicki tried to reverse it back to him, comes to the point, chip pass Haggerty, 2-on-1, Villani trying to cover the pass. Grinelli with possession, passes across, and it's intercepted by Villani. And a big defensive play by Joey Villani taking away the pass. Ethan Burdett forces a turnover against Grinelli. And Hudzinski throws a big hit, gets the puck back now. And then a pass to Maximus Hudzinski. Rebound is loose. Joswicki picks it up. Stefan and Maximus Hudzinski, the elder brother. Stefan, the captain, 14 in white. Maximus Hudzinski, the defenseman, chipping it in that time. Was a standout performer at the JV level last year. As Brent Burdett now has dropped it off to Fleischhauer, who's raced up ice. He's got the zone exit. He's across the red line. He's entered the zone. Fires a shot. That's turn side rebound. Can't be settled. And kept in. Campagnola tries to send it to the opposite half wall. No one there for the T-Birds. Heading the other way now. Coyle with speed, but it's poked off his stick. Siegler's second effort. He settles it. Drops it off for Coyle. Slap shot. And he scores! The high rising shot. And we're going to run the replay on that. We're going to see if it was deflected, but irregardless, it's a goal for KPC, and the puck comes to him. And he's going to fire that one. And not entirely sure if that was deflected. I do not believe it was. It's a nice shot irregardless. Knights take a 1-0 lead. False start on the face-off there. And now tied up. Wagner can't settle it. Kemley enters the zone. Gutterwill, second effort. But nice play by Ronald Kemley. Haggerty's going to collect it on the opposite wall. Flips it up and out of the zone. It comes to Maximus Hudzinski, who threads the needle on the cross-ice feed to Ronald Kemley. Pulls up, pass intended for Coyle, broken up. And a shot from that front, rebound. Comes back out to the point. Maximus Hudzinski, second effort, turned aside. Rebound is covered. We get a whistle. Some extracurricular activities that the officials are quick to break up. As we have a 1-goal game, back and forth action here. As John Coyle scored the game winner last time, well, that was his only goal of the season until now, 2 on the year. Kemley picking up the assist, his 9th of the year. And the face-off is won by Fleischhauer to Brent Burdett. Looking to reverse. It'll come to Brady Hall on the opposite side. And T-Birds get it clear, but they lose possession. Now, resetting D-to-D from Cohen to Frank. Lead pass. And it slips past the stick. I believe that was 27. That would be Gregory Galgano. My apologies here. Correction, that would actually be Siegler's first this season. It'll be Kemley's 9th. My apologies, bit of a issue with my notes there. Face-off has been won back. T-Birds leave the zone. Mercado chips it back on. Burdett checks up. And Joswicki and De Leon get to work on the forecheck. Burdett, with a nice stick that time, can't hold the line. Second attempt, De Leon gets the Zone entry, battling for control. Nice play along the boards. Berde on his backhand beneath the goal line. Backhand is deflected. And DeLeon on the forecheck. Berde with a thunderous hit. Comes to Jozwiecki. Fires a shot. Rebound is free. Cohen carries it to safety. Big hit from Jozwiecki. This line continues to try and get to work on the cycle, but now getting the clear. Brent Berde trying to force Prang to the outside. Backhands it off the back wall to Cerro on the drop pass, or at least intended to. DeLeon broke that one up. And now the puck comes back to Prang in the corner. Back to Michael DeCero. Brent Berde tried to get the clear. Andrew Jozwiecki battling with him, but Prang is going to come away with it. Makes the pass. Cohen shot through traffic. Goes wide. Jozwiecki battling with DeCero. Puck comes beneath the goal line. The captain, Hudzinski, and we get a whistle as the T-Birds check up. And we're going to wait and see who they got here. As it appears Ethan Berde will head to the box. So after that goal from Coyle, his actually, my mistake, that was Coyle's 4th for the year. Appears that, yeah, my apologies. It's going to be a power play for the Knights. And the face-off is won. Fleischhauer gets the clear. Racing after now, Krauthammer. Nearly loses it. Good defensive play by Fleischhauer, but the Knights have now reversed it as they appeared poised to head up ice. Strong play from Fleischhauer that time. And now looking to reset. Puck comes to the captain, Hudzinski. His pass intercepted by Fleischhauer. Gets it back from Campagnola, coming in one-on-one, fires a shot. That's turned aside by Krauthammer. And Ryan first, I believe, that time. Actually, correction, Connor Cohen moving it up to Tyler Granelli. Cutting in, and he's separated from the puck. A strong defensive play by Joey Villani as Fleischhauer picks it up, rings it around the wall. That goes the length of the ice. It's a strong clear after the Berde roughing minor, and he spent a lot of time in the box this season. They're going to have to keep him on the ice to mount a comeback. Tyler Granelli puts it off the backboards. Brent Berde sends it around the wall. Ryan first picks it up, moves it to Connor Cohen. Looking for the shot. Under pressure from Gutterwill, he chips it in. Hudzinski against Mercado. Pass towards the front, loose puck, first on it. Kirby makes the stop. So with 5:26 remaining in the period and 37 seconds remaining on the power play, it'll be a defensive zone draw, far side, Booth in the dot. Full name Logan Booth alum. Goes by Booth. And face-off is won by Booth. Attempted clear, won't go. Kept in at the line. Strong play by McCrane. And now a second attempt held in by McGrain. Booth with the nice deflection. And it appears there's going to be a tripping on the play. That'll bring an end to the power play. So now, with 5:09 remaining, it appears what we're going to get here is a tripping call that will go against McGrain on the keep. His Booth alum with, again, just goes by Booth. And that's a tripping call against McGrain, but so for the next 21 seconds will be at 4-on-4. After that, Berde gets out of the box, and with DeLeon and Jozwiecki on the forecheck here, one would presume he's heading straight out onto the ice. As Fleischhauer had just gotten off the PK, and now with 5 seconds remaining, Kemley enters the zone, turnover, and T-Birds are heading to the way. Pass intended for Ethan Berde won't go. Campagnola on the change for Jozwiecki. Coyle chipping it in now, shorthanded. Good play by DeLeon, but he's tied up, and that's going to end up with Campagnola. Cross ice feed comes to Mercado. Enters the zone. Booth back on the ice as he sets Bit of a pick for the T-Birds defender, who ends up being forced out of the zone that time. Brent Burdett has it. Sends it back to Campagnola. Comes into the zone, looking for Booth. Can't connect. Strong defensive play by Frank. Campagnola ends up wrapping around, pass to Burdett. His shot deflected. Ends up rising high. Mercado to Booth. Fires a pass across the slot. And then a shot from Brent Burdett is turned aside. Jack Mercado regains possession. Shot on net, turned aside. As we approach the 30-second mark of the power play, and we get a cover here. That comes with 3:35 remaining in the period. 26 seconds remaining on the penalty. McGrain. T-Birds getting to work that time as Booth still in the dot. Cohen sends it off the wall, bouncing puck in the slot, but it's picked up by Prang. Heading up ice, has DeCero, pulls up, and it's chipped in. Knights PK doing a good job of killing some extra seconds off that time as it's reversed to Joey Villani. Heads up ice. And his pass is deflected off the boot of DeCero. Kirby comes out to play it. It's 5-on-5 now as Villani collects it. Reverses to Burdett, under pressure. Nice cross-ice feed to Campagnola, back to Villani. Pass comes to Booth. He enters the zone, pulls up, walks back in, fires a shot that's deflected into the netting. A strong play by the youngster. So John Coyle, his 4th for the season, assisted by Ronald Kemley, 9th assist, and Nicholas Siegler, his 1st assist this season, had 3 goals on the year. That's the lone tally of the game. T-Birds power play gets some chances, but they can't capitalize. Now heading the other way. Prang chips it past Haggerty to Lucy racing back, and he breaks up the play. Strong shutdown defender for the T-Birds is a turnover. And Gutterwill gets the clear. Now heading back the other way. And he separates Prang from the puck, tries to get it back, but Haggerty, good second effort on the clearing attempt. Martin can't get it out of the zone. First makes a nice move. He moves it on in the slot. Poke check and a beauty from Kirby. Pass heading the other way. Deflected nicely by First, and now Prang chips it in. Puck comes around the wall. Wagner looking for the clear, won't get it. Battle for possession along the far side half wall. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the period as that one skips the stick of First. And now he resets, moves it on to Connor Cohen on that pass, chips it in. Granelli will pick it up beneath the goal line. DeLucy tries to angle off the puck. He forces him into the opposite corner, where Haggerty gets a stick on it, but Hudzinski comes away with it, looking for the pass. And he found Lemza, who's under pressure, tries to get it back to Hudzinski, backhand shot, and he is stopped by Kirby for a moment there. Difficult to tell where that one was going to come out. And a strong stop from the T-Birds netminder. It remains a 1-0 game. Hudzinski in the dot. Lemza was kicked out. Campagnola can't win the draw. And then a turnover forced by Booth. Comes in, shot blocker to side, rebound. Brady Hall trying to move it into the corner. Can't on the forecheck. It's Milosevic. Mercado and Burdett back as Hudzinski gains the zone. Cutting in on the outside, looking for the pass. Loses the handle. Strong defensive play by Burdett, but can't force the turnover. It's Mercado and Campagnola take over. Puck comes to Hall. He's got Milosevic ahead of him. But that pass off the wall. Too much on it. Comes to McGrain. 45 seconds now remaining in the period as that pass comes to Lemza. He's got Hudzinski with him as he gains the zone. Drops it off. KPC captain's shot is blocked. Ends up in the corner. Still battling for possession. Brent Burdett sends it up the wall. McGrain trying to get it out of the zone. He can't. Ethan Burdett covering against Hudzinski, who tries to go for the wraparound. He separated from the puck. The cage nearly comes off. We get a stoppage as Burdett and the KPC captain exchange pleasantries. And it appears that Bolf Hudzinski, that's Stefan Hudzinski, 14 in white, the captain for the Knights, and Ethan Burdett, 22 in red, heading to the box. Appears will be offsetting penalties for roughing. So play will remain at 5-on-5. T-Birds actually have to get an extra skater out. Oh, wait, nope. Face off. One back. Under pressure. Puck is tied up by Grinelli. Comes up the wall. T-Birds get the clear. DeLeon with possession. Gains the line. Fires a shot that's turned aside by the paddle. Puck comes to the point. Joey Villani's shot deflected through traffic, and it's stopped by Krauthammer. 5 seconds remaining in the period. T-Birds continuing to press. Defensive zone draw. Booth against Lemza, tied up. Maximus Hudzinski nearly came away with Joswicki, gets it, he holds on to it. Trying to make a pass as the period expired. It's a 1-0 lead for the Knights after 15 minutes of regulation. As it appears, Milosevic heading to the locker room. Most likely just an issue with his equipment, irregardless. 25 seconds gone by on the offsetting minors to Burdett and Hudzinski. Second roughing call that went against Ethan Burdett here tonight. McGrain's tripping penalty, the only other penalty that KPC committed. So both teams 2 apiece. The goal scored by John Coyle, assisted by Ronald Kemley and Nicholas Siegler. The difference makers so far. And this is a Knights team that they can find the back of that. They're ranked 4th in terms of goals for with 63 through 13 contests. What's more impressive, though, is that they lead the league in goals against with just 24. The next closest mark is Sachem. They've given up 35. Goaltending is a strength for this young squad. Well, maybe I shouldn't say young strong squad. They have their fair share of veterans, but with 14-year-old Jack Frank in the lineup tonight, that's going to bring your average age down just a little bit. Colin Caputo, a recent graduate from the JV program. Jason Krauthammer, the starter here tonight. And we're going to see who starts off the period. It appears Boots heading out with Fleischauer and Campagnolo. Fleischauer, didn't see much of him at the end of the first frame. Face off, tied up. Off the draw, Coyle ended up winning it forward. And then Haggerty's pass intended for Villani, who ends up recovering. Sends it around the wall, racing to cover it is Siegler. But Fleischauer comes away with it. Strong play, but it's poked off his stick. And then a shot from in front is deflected. Booth picks it up. Chips it off the wall. Campagnola has Fleischauer. Chips it in. He's trying to find him there as Frank picks it up. Lead pass. Comes to Kemley. Enters the zone. Turnover forced. Haggerty to Booth. Tried to chip it past Cohen. Wouldn't go. Comes to Joey Villani. Under pressure. Verses it to the corner. Looking for a pass off the wall. It's intercepted by Kemley. Siegler angled off the puck. Campagnola picks it up in the opposite corner. looking for Fleischhauer, who settles it in his skates before heading up ice, fires it in. Booth chasing after it on the opposite side as Frank flecks it and moves it to Siegler with the heady lead pass, and then it comes to Kemley. Gutterwill separating him from the puck. Nice turnover force there, but Fleischhauer can't settle the pass. Frank collects. Looking up ice. Escapes Gutterwill. And Coyle couldn't get clear that time. Mercado heading in. Trying to cut to the outside of Frank. He does. Shot on net. Turned aside. Cohen trying to pick it up under pressure from DeLeon. Send around the wall. Brent Burdett with the keep. He's back down low. Gutterwill went for the wraparound. Coyle for the nice poke check. Comes to Mercado. Fires a shot. Turned aside rebound. Gutterwill turned aside again by Krauthammer. And Kemley picks it up. Flips it out of the zone. No icing on the play. Mercado has gained possession. The Knights have gotten a full change for their forward core. Frank and Cohen still stuck out there as the puck is chipped down low to Martin. Poked off his stick by Frank. Tied up though. And now a pass intended for Wagner wouldn't go. Second effort. T-Birds still trying to maintain possession, but it comes out of the zone. Prang with it. Pass intended for Galgano. Play was broken up. Booth to Mercado. Knocked off the puck by Prang, and the Knights now look to head the other way. 2-on-1 opportunity. Pass across, intended for DeCero. Too far ahead, shot turned aside by Kirby. Booth under pressure, sends it around the wall. No one there for the T-Birds as they had collapsed down low. Cohen's shot turned aside by Kirby. Prang from the off angle, can't find the net. Battle for possession. Booth racing ahead. DeCero on him as he chips it in. And now he'll chase after it. As DeCero sends it around the wall. It's kept in by Mercado. Puck's going to come to Cohen. Takes the hit from Martin as he advances the puck up the far side wall. DeLucy pinching in. Wagner can't get the keep. Mercado can't either. Lead pass. Intended for Galgano. He has a stick lifted by Booth. Trying to send it up the wall. DeCero ends up sending it right back, but that leaves it for Wagner. He moves it up the wall to DeLucy. And then now Mercado on the forecheck after getting the clear. First, Lex trying to use the net as a shield. Knocked off the puck, battling for possession. Cohen comes in to support to Grinelli. Tries to move it back to Cohen, and a near turnover forced by the T-Birds. Fleischhauer now takes over on the pursuit. And with that check, he forces a turnover. He now races back to the other side. Brady Hall supporting behind him as Fleischhauer can't win that battle against first. He continues to pressure. Hall with the great second effort. The puck comes to Cohen, then Grinelli, back to Cohen. Lead pass, Booth racing after it. And the puck comes to Villani. To DeLucy on the D-to-D pass. And he reverses it right back where it came from. Villani settling that one off the wall. Rings it around the boards. Out of the reach of Brady Hall. It comes back to Ryan first in his own zone. He goes D-to-D. Resets the first, under pressure from Hall. Fleischhauer forces him to move it over on the D-to-D pass to Maximus Hudzinski, and then he makes the cross-ice feed to Grinelli. Can't settle it. Milosevic trying to tie him up. Delays him long enough for DeLucy to come in and support. D-to-D pass to Villani, under pressure. And the Knights get an off-angle shot on goal. As the T-Birds flip it up and out, Maximus Hudzinski takes over. Nice pass off the wall to Grinelli, who enters, tries to split to the fence. Knocked off the puck by DeLucy. The thunderous hit. The puck goes the other way. We get an icing. But the T-Birds prevent a potential odd man opportunity, potentially even a 1-on-0 with when you're talking about a player of Grinelli's speed who can cut to the center of the ice so quickly. And with 9:37 remaining in the second period, faceoff is won back to Coyle. On the cycle, Kemley chases in the opposite corner, looking for the pass. Pulls up, escape turn along the wall. Jaws Wicki and Haggerty providing pressure. Gutterwill picks up the puck after the tie-up along the wall. Cutting in now, but it's poked off his stick. DeLeon still providing pressure. Turnover forced. Jozwicki sends it back down low. McRain chips it up the wall. Takes a bounce off the glass. And Jozwicki now looks to turn and go the other way. McRain helping to force the turnover. Now the Knights have to settle it. Puck comes to Maximus Hudzinski. Scott Coyle ahead of him. Both players were key factors for last year's JV Knights squad. As Gutterwill gets a stick on against Hudzinski, but Kemley picks it up, turns the other way, gains his own. Looking for the shot. That's blocker to side. Rebound. Coyle can't settle it. Comes back to the point. Hudzinski's shot deflected. Trying to get a rebound on it. It's gloved by Kirby. 8:35 remaining in the second stanza. Back and forth they go. Both teams with multiple chances of fairly evenly matched games so far between a KPC team sitting in second place and a T-Birds team trying to climb up the standings. Only one game below 500. Not terrible in a 10-team league. Fleischhauer now heading up ice after the faceoff lane. Trying to overpower Frank. Ends up getting the puck down low, but Frank uses his speed to slow him up, and now Campagnola ends up winning the battle. Gets it to Villani, whose shot through traffic goes just wide. He was looking for a deflection from Fleischhauer, who was heavily pressured by Cohen that time. And now Booth to Campagnola. Turnover forced by DeCero, who looks to press up ice. Puts it off the wall. Booth alum settles in his skates. Comes to Fleischhauer. Tied up with Campagnola. Then the pass across. Collected off the wall by Mercado on the backhand. Fires a shot that's gloved by Krauthammer. And that stoppage coming with 7:51. Nice play for the T-Birds. Still haven't cracked Krauthammer so far tonight. Ethan Burde matched up against Stefan Hudzinski. The draw is contested. Wagner got a stick on it. No high stick on the play. It's kept in. Martin looking for the shot. Made one move too many against Frank as he tried to cut to the outside. Turnover was forced, but a nice play by Wagner to get it back. Now the Knights looking for the clear on the opposite side. Pass comes across, and DeLucy, who had wisely gotten back to prevent a breakout pass. Grinelli was back on the play. That shot from Lemza after that turnover. It's turned aside by Kirby. And Burde is currently centering Martin and Wagner. Brent Burde and DeLucy on the blue line. Ethan Burde, the center. DeLucy with a nice hit in the corner there, but Brent Burde under pressure sends it around the wall. Martin looking for it. He won't get it, and it comes to Frank, who fires a shot that's gloved by Kirby. Good anticipation by the T-Birds netminder, who sets it down in the opposite dot. Face-off, won by the T-Birds. Brady Hall on the puck. Under pressure from Hudzinski. Second effort by Milicevic. Can't rescue them. Booth forces the turnover, centering these two wingers as T-Birds re-enter the zone. And he's separated from the puck, heading up ice, but first, lead pass to Grinelli, and then he moves it over to Lemza. Comes in, fires a shot from the dot. That was partially deflected. He's going to collect it beneath the net. Pass to the front, can't get enough on it. Puck is loose, saved by Kirby. Rebound, they score! And it appears that it's going to be Stefan Hudzinski who picks up the goal that time. And after John Coyle opened the scoring, you're just going to see this play in front where there's too many chances. They block it on the opposite side, and then it comes in with nobody covering the back door. And that's going to cost you in this case. Of course, they're trying to cover behind Kirby on the rebound, but the easier solution is just clear the rebound out of the crease. DeLeon gets it, looking to head up ice, but comes back to Coyle. Fires a shot that's turned aside by Kirby. Rebound. Goes high, comes to Joswicki, chips it off the wall. It's going to end up just wide of Krauthammer's net as DeLeon chased. And Mercado and Brent Burdett will head out. For the T-Birds on D. Gutterwell in the dot. Wins the draw to DeLeon. Who ends up chipping it up the boards. Joswicki will chase. And pressuring now. Gutterwell and Joswicki nearly force a turnover, but puck comes across to Cohen, who enters the zone. Pulls up under pressure. Nice escape turn there. Works it over to Coyle. And the puck comes to the backhand of First, and he has to go to collect. Chipped in by First. Comes to Mercado. Knights on the forecheck, but with a D-to-D pass to Brent Burdett, who now heads up ice across the red line and chips it in. Knights are now on the defensive. Mercado picks it up in the corner, trying to work it around the wall to Fleischhauer. Forces the turnover, looking for the pass to the slot. And the T-Birds captain on the drop pass. And Coyle got a piece of it, but it came to Booth. Looking for Fleischhauer in the slot. Now looking to Mercado. He finds him, coming in, fires a shot. That's deflected into the netting, and a nice opportunity, but Mercado can't get the shot off in time. And Booth still in the dot versus DeCero. One puck, it's one back to DeLucy, to Villani, shot through traffic, deflected, rebound on the opposite side. Booth can't get enough of it. Comes to Campagnola, his shot's turned aside, rebound, comes all the way out to Villani at the point. Moves it to DeLucy. His shot, just trying to keep it in, collected off the wall by Campagnola. Moves it to Booth, back to Campagnola, to Fleischhauer in the slot, won't go. And it's cleared out by DeCero. He's had a strong game in his own head so far as he gains the zone. Looks to fire the shot, can't get it off. Galgano with the second effort. Ends up chipping it wide. Booth collects, looking up ice to Campagnola. Has Fleischhauer. He's going to come in and collect, or try and collect a drop pass as Campagnola's shot goes wide. Booth picks it up. Around the wall to Fleischhauer. He picks it up under pressure past the opposite half wall. Booth racing after it. Maximus Hudzinski, though, has picked it up. Escapes the poke check of Booth as that one's chipped in. DeLucy racing after it. Prang on it. Comes to Galgano. Or nearly did. Fleischhauer intercepting it, sending it up the wall. Intended for Campagnola. Hudzinski with the keep. And Prang with possession. Sends it to the slot. And a near turnover. And it's covered by Kirby with 3:41 remaining in the period. It's a 2-goal game. And a potential playoff preview for these two squads. Knights are currently in second, still battling with Sachem and EI, jockeying for that top spot, and the T-Birds are jockeying with Northport Huntington between the 6th and 7th seeds. T-Birds have sent it around the wall. Hall gets the clear, but it goes underneath the stick of Hudzinski, so there's no ice. McGrain sends it up the near side wall, goes off the boot of Stefan Hudzinski, and then Lemza resets to McGrain. Lead pass to Hudzinski. Gets it to Granelli. Poked off his stick. Nice defensive play by Burdett. And now heading the other way, Wagner chips it in. On the chase, Hall. Trying to tie up Hudzinski in the corner. Wagner battling for it, but Lemza comes away with it. Now the lead pass to Granelli. Crossing the blue line. Pass comes to Lemza. Looking for a shot. Turned aside. Toe save there. Now comes back out to Hall. Cross ice feed. Couldn't connect with Burdett. Frank under pressure from Mercado. Second effort by Ethan Burdett. Still battling with Frank. Wagner comes away with it. Pass off the wall. There's no one covering there, so Mercado has to chase. And Stefan Hudzinski at the end of his shift trying to provide pressure as Mercado tried to thread the needle on a cross ice pass. Frank recovered it, moves it off the wall. Jozwicki steps into it, coming in, fires a shot, rebound, ends up in the far side corner. Hudzinski tries to get the clear, won't go. Second attempt though, and Granelli cuts to the outside, coming in. Berde trying to keep an outside shot, turn side rebound, it's free, and the T-Birds prevent the rebound. They force a turnover. Martin with possession. Gets tied up with Hudzinski. Granelli leaves the zone as he looks to settle it for the Knights, and then his pass intercepted by Martin. And now Kemley comes in against Haggerty. Pass comes across to Granelli. Brent Berde trying to force a turnover there. Gets a stick on it. Puts into the corner. Gutterwell battling for it. It's put on net. That might have actually been put on net by the T-Birds. Kirby with the stop that time. Seems to be laughing about it. And now it'll be 4 fresh bodies on the ice. Not quite a wholesale change, but almost. Booth in the dot, centering Campagnola and Fleischhauer. Face-off has been won back. Milani tries to send it up the boards, but there's nobody there for the T-Birds. Now heading the other way, Kemley looking for the shot, can't find it. Pass towards the slot is broken up. Campagnola providing pressure. Now it comes out to the point. Booth covering, Cohen. And across, I see Fleischhauer racing back. Covers the slot that time, and now the puck bounces off the far side wall. Booth collects. Comes in, pulls up, looking for the open man. Can't find him yet. Makes a nice saucer pass to Haggerty, who looked to find Fleischhauer in the slot. That won't go. On the cycle, it comes to Campagnola. Booth trying to settle it, and it's covered by Krauthammer. We get another stoppage. 48.2 seconds remaining in the period. And another change up front for Connetquot Sayville. All 3 players on that line, Campagnola, Booth, Fleischhauer, they can all play center, and that does give them a tremendous amount of help in transition, but you're seeing in the defensive zone, they're still trying to figure out where they're supposed to line up. Shot from Haggerty off the draw, went high and wide. It's been picked up, or at least the puck has been picked up by Gutterwell. On the cycle to Jozwicki. Pass to Gutterwell in the slot, can't connect. Haggerty settles it. And he sends it off the wall. It's picked up by Jozwicki. Reset to Villani, who fires a shot through traffic. Doesn't make it on net, but it isn't blocked, which is arguably more important. Haggerty holds it in. Gutterwell looking to secure possession. He does. But then Cicero forces the turnover. Puck comes up the wall. Knights looking to press late in the period. Gutterwell forcing a turnover. Puck remains in the zone. Frank has it. Looking up ice. Stretch pass. Trying to find Prang. Haggerty gets a skate on it. And it's offsides. Correction. Official on the ice was actually saying it wasn't offsides, but Prang pulled up. That'll do it for the second period. Knights score another goal. And now the T-Birds find themselves in a 2-goal hole. The goal from Hudzinski, assisted by Lemza and Granelli. Krauthammer with another stellar showing in net. And as we head to the start of the third period, we've seen the T-Birds, they do tend to rotate their centers through the lines. You see them getting extra shifts in for Booth, Fleischhauer, and Campagnola. And we're going to see if that continues to be the trend, if they keep together that top line, which is doing a great job in transition, but sometimes lineup ends up needing a jolt. Maybe they opt for a more physical presence like Berde, as they did earlier in the season. Irregardless, it's a 2-score game as we head to the start of the third period. For the Knights, team that's a bit short-handed here tonight. No Justinek, no Sattler, no Salva, no Walsh. Those are 4 key pieces. And to the credit of Jack Frank in his varsity debut, he's done a nice job. His speed stands out at this level. And now Campagnolo on the dot, wins it back to Brent Burdett. Brunelli on the forecheck. Lead pass is deflected. Fleischhauer racing it against Cohen, tried to get the stick lift, but the Knights defender comes away with it. Campagnola on the back check. Hudzinski fires a shot. That's turned aside. Rebound comes free in the slot. Campagnola looking for the pass to Fleischhauer. It's intercepted. Sent back up the wall. Lemza forcing the turnover on the second attempt, but Campagnola's pass deflects off. I believe that was the Lemza or Brunelli. Now Fleischhauer knocks down a pass from Krauthammer. Cohen on the second attempt gains possession. Sends it up, but not out of play. Knocked down by Mercado. Comes to Brunelli. He moves it over to Lemza, and then a cross-ice pass to First, who carries it in. Poked off his stick. Hudzinski with the keep. Puck is loose in the slot. T-Birds looking for a clear. They won't get it. Shot from Hudzinski goes wide. Picked up on the opposite side. Fleischhauer up the boards. Comes to Mercado. Coming in with Campagnola. Loses the handle. Looking for the pass. Finds the trailing Booth. He gets tied up. And now a turnover. And the Knights have a potential 3-on-1 of Mercado on the back check. Burdett trying to cover the pass as the shot goes off the iron. Rebound collected by Lemza. Puck is still loose in the slot. And Mercado gets it up and out of the zone. We get a whistle for a high stick that time. And we're going to roll a replay on that one. And that's just a defensive breakdown you can't have happen as the T-Birds. You can't end up with a 3-on-1. If you're trailing, you're trying to create offense. But as the face-off is won by the T-Birds, sometimes the offense comes by playing your game instead of taking too many risks. Gutterwill and Haggerty battling for possession. Strong play on the pinch by Haggerty. Took a good angle. Knights got the clear, but now they're going to flip that one up and out. No icing on the play. It's settled in the far side corner. That'll be the left wing for KPC, and then D to DeLucy. Joswicki tried to get the clear. Kemley helps force a turnover. Coyle coming in, looking for the shot. Fires, turned aside by Kirby. Both netminders have been stellar tonight. It's the Knights with the lead as the T-Birds get a wholesale change once again. And it'll be Coyle in the dot. Thriving with increased ice time here tonight. His speed always stands out. And now DeLeon forcing the turnover against Coyle. Sends it around the wall. Comes to McGrain. Looking for the shot. That's deflected off a couple skaters. Now heading the other way. Fired in from outside the zone by Mercado. On the rebound, DeLeon trying to settle it. Siegler nearly comes away with it. Second effort by Wagner and DeLeon. And Brent Burdett comes in to hold the line. He fires it into that opposite corner. It will be the right wing for the T-Birds as KPC looks for the clear. Initial keep. Puck is tied up. And Mercado eventually escapes the stick. There's a penalty now. It's going to go against Maximus Hudzinski. And with that, the T-Birds have a golden opportunity to make this a one-goal game on the power play. So the penalty, a 2-minute minor assessed to Maximus Hudzinski, waiting on the update on the exact call. It appears it will be elbowing. Burdett in the dot. Can't win the draw that time. First, Fleischhauer battling for it. Comes up the wall. Brent Burdett trying to keep it in. Can't. Now looks across to Booth under pressure from DeCero. Gets it back. Looks across again on his backhand under pressure. Elects to skate it. Cutting in. Poked off his stick. T-Birds have to reset. Campagnola drops it off to Fleischhauer. who gets the zone entry. Pulls up, pass across to Booth, who settles it. As Brent Burdett gets it right back to Booth. Pass to Fleischhauer, coming in, fires shot, and it's gloved by Krauthammer. And if you can get that shot off a little bit quicker, it might have been a T-Birds goal. But the double clutch costs him that time. A good look for the T-Birds captain. He's had a tremendous game on both sides of the puck, still trying to find the back of the net, same as Campagnola, as Mercado has come out on the power play now for the T-Birds. Walking the line, turnover, comes to Lemza. Racing back is Mercado, trying to angle him off. He does poke it away. Brent Burdett gets the puck. He holds it beneath the goal line. Lead pass comes to Fleischhauer. Now to Lemza. Comes out Granelli with it. Poked off his stick. Sent up ice by Burdett to Fleischhauer. He sends it around the wall. It's going to be collected on the other side by Campagnola. Pass comes to Ethan Burdett. To Fleischhauer. He has to settle it. Puck comes to Brent Burdett. Fires a shot that's deflected. Picked up beneath the goal line by Ethan Burdett. Comes to Fleischhauer on the cycle, but he's caught a bit flat-footed on that one. Now he carries beneath the goal line. Pass to Burdett. Shot. Turned aside. Second attempt. Turned aside. Battle for the loose puck. And the Knights come away with it a clear, but arguably the best chance on the power play getting to work, creating on the cycle as Mercado gets the puck. And now looks to head up ice. Poked off a stick by Granelli. And Ryan Fleischhauer will now have to reset. 10 seconds remaining on power play. Fleischhauer under pressure. Ends up reversing it to Mercado. He has possession. Or he has possession, rather. But now as a turnover occurs, Granelli knocked off the puck. Brent Burdett looking for the clear. It's all even now. Budzinski sends it back into the corner, which ends up giving the puck to Brent Burdett. But then his clear kept in by first. Looking for the pass to Lemza. Couldn't connect. Gets it back in the slot. Poked off his stick. T-Birds. And they get the clear. Jaws Wiki heading in. Fires a shot that's deflected. Off the wall. It's covered by Krauthammer. And T-Birds trying to find their rhythm offensively. And Gutterwall in the dot. Can't win it that time. Good play by Kemley off the draw. Now Cohen racing up ice. Cutting to the outside, looking in. Pulls up on his backhand. Looking for the pass, continuing. But it's poked off a stick. Ziegler ends up covering, tries to work it back down, pinching in as he's covering for Cohen. And the T-Birds take advantage of that. They get the clear, but Ryan first gets the puck and fires it right back in. On the other side, ends up being settled by Kirby. Villani sends it around the wall. And it skips past the stick of both DeLeon and Cohen, who has to reset. And he chips it off the glass. Villani racing after it. Ziegler providing pressure. He forces the turnover. Pass in front, deflected off the stick of Kirby. Coyle picks it up. And it's poked out of the zone. T-Birds on the defensive. Clock winding down. Time running out on a potential comeback. As Cohen heads up ice, chips it in. And Knights looking to get to work on the forecheck. Villani under pressure. Holds the puck. Moves it to DeLucy. Sent up the wall towards Brady Hall. Gets the clear. Comes to Maximus Hudzinski. He resets. Cross ice feed now comes to Ziegler from Kemley. Ziegler with the shot. That's turned aside by Kirby. Hall picks it up. Looking for the cross ice feed. Ends up just a tad behind Burdett, but it's the right look. Then a pass across. Knights heading the other way in transition after turnover. Poked off Kemley's stick. Coyle's second attempt. And puts it into the corner. Looking for Kemley. Gets it back to Coyle. Shot. And that's blocked by Villani. Didn't even know he had it for a moment. Now Kemley battling with Brent Burdett. Or he knew he had it. He just didn't know where it was. Coyle battling with Burdett still. Hall going against Coyle. Knocks him off the puck. Ethan Burdett's lead pass intended for Booth ends up with Maximus Hudzinski, who fires it back in as the Knights get a partial trade. And the T-Birds get a couple fresh bodies out there as Villani escaping pressure. Moves it over on the pass to Brent Burdett. Pass off the wall. Fleischhauer collects. Gains the zone, under pressure from Maximus Hodzinski. Pass to Campagnola. Campagnola backhand shot turned aside by Krauthammer. T-Bird squad that is very solid defensively, but have at times struggled to get on the board in these tight games. Face off, won back by the Knights. Comes to the point, DeLucy fires a shot, that's blocker to side. Rebound, Cohen collects it. Escapes in to the far side corner, reverses to Frank, but that puck skips past the youngster's stick. The attempt to clear, Fleischhauer forces a turnover. Coming in now, Campagnola's pass intended for Fleischhauer. Cohen lifted his stick, forced a turnover, now looks to cut up ice. Pass intended for Galgano. Haggerty looks to go D to D. DeLucy picks it up. Pass to Campagnola, who flips it in. Frank racing after it, under pressure from Fleischhauer. Frank fools the T-Birds, veteran on the fake, but they can't get the clear. Fleischhauer shot turned aside, rebound comes free. Fleischhauer gets a skate on it, puck comes out. And then the lead pass from Galgano finds Prang. Trying to get to work on the cycle. Pass towards the slot is deflected. Picked up by DeLucy, but he turns it over in the slot. Puck comes to first. On the left side wall, he chips it back in. Haggerty under pressure from DeCero. And nobody home on the near side for the T-Birds. Pass in front, shot deflected, rebound is still loose. Comes out to the point. And there's a, DeCero's down in the slot. It's a shot. Glances off the back of the mesh, an attempt by Prang. And we get a call going against the T-Birds. Prang and Fleischhauer, Kirby coming out of his cage. And a bit of a scrum breaking out there. And not what you want to see if you're the T-Birds. You never want to see a scrum, period. But if they lose Fleischhauer to the box, that's a big loss. It seems that DeCero will be heading to the box. If I'm not mistaken, might be heading to the bench currently. We'll wait and see what the calls are from the officials. One official discussing with Fleischhauer, trying to discuss the second player who headed to the bench. So we'll wait for them to sort this out as Fleischhauer is poised to go to the box. We're waiting to see who the second player is. It appears there's someone on the Knights heading to the box. It's going to be offsetting. DeCero trying to hide on the bench. A for effort. Didn't work this time. It's going to be an offsetting penalty if I'm not mistaken. We'll see what the calls are. As it stands with one player in the box for each team, unless one call is a major, it will not impact even strength, at least for now. But it appears that Jaws Wiki is heading to the box. So he might be serving a minor. We're going to see what the call that goes against DeCero is. And he's been having such a strong game for the Knights. His skating has been impressive. He's played hard in transition, you know. It's been a low-scoring game, obviously, just Wiki's minor. Penalty already up on the board, so presumably the Fleischhauer and... Apologies there. Presumably the penalty assessed to Fleischhauer and DeCero are offsetting. But now it appears the Fleischhauer minor's back up on the board. So we can... From the scorer's booth, we have one roughing call going against the Knights. We're waiting to see what the call is against Fleischhauer. As it stands, the T-Birds appear poised to go on the power play. Or appear poised to go on the kill, my apologies. Knights would go on the man advantage, and with less than 6 minutes remaining, that's not ideal for them, of course. DeCero, and as the faceoff is won back, D-to-D pass. Lemza fires a shot, blocker to side. Rebound comes free. Burde chips it out. Booth racing back against Lemza. And it comes to Kirby under pressure. Cohen forces the turnover. Short-handed opportunity, but the T-Birds can't capitalize. And we have a cross-checking penalty that went against Fleischhauer, offsetting roughing calls against Kirby and DeCero. So Jaws Wiki is actually serving that penalty as that pass from Ethan Burde goes off the skate of Booth. They gain the zone now. Shot from outside, and it's stopped by Krauthammer. He went to set it down, but officials blow the play dead, which in a game like this is not surprising. seemed pretty clear cut that most goalies want the stoppage. Some goalies will try and set it down. Krauthammer tends to be one of the latter as the face-off tied up. Knights come away with it. Lemza sliding back to the point for the kill, but Gutterwill forces a turnover, went for the wraparound, it wouldn't go. Grinelli heading back. DeLeon making up ground, forcing him to dump it in. First on the forecheck, Kirby puts it into the corner, comes out to the point. Cohen looking for a quick shot, can't find it. Pass to Lemza, but it's behind him. He settles it in the near side corner. Pass beneath the goal line, first with it. And then to the far side half wall, back to first, to Grinelli. Pulls up with the escape turn. Looking for the pass, he's separated from it by DeLucy. Comes to the point, Cohen. Moves it back down to the top of the dot. Shot turned aside. Rebound comes free. T-Birds looking for the clear. DeLeon gets it. And it appears there's going to be a call heading against KPC, if I'm not mistaken. As Kirby and Grinelli exchange pleasantries. It would be 25 seconds on the power play if not for that call. So we're going to see what appears Grinelli's heading to the box. So this is going to be 25 seconds of 4-on-4. Grinelli in the box. We're going to see what the call is on him. There's no offsetting penalty. So we have 4-on-4 for the next 25 seconds. Now, after that, the T-Birds go on the power play. And that'll be their opportunity. A do-or-die situation, if there ever was one, to bring this game within one. Face-off ends up being won by the Knights. Mercado battling with Coyle and Kemley. Overpowers both players, gains the zone. Walking the line, pulls up, fires a shot, and that's right in the breadbasket, but it'll be deja vu all over again. An offensive zone draw for the T-Birds at 4-on-4 as they look to even the score. A game with the potential to define their season if they can pull out a win. Campagnola against Kemley. It's one back to Mercado. Walking the line, fire shot, and the rebound comes free to Coyle. He'll go for the icing as the T-Birds go on the power play. Ends up threading the needle to Kemley. Instead, would slip behind the defense, trying to slip past Mercado. Kirby comes out to play it. Kemley firing that one into the boards, takes a hit as he does. And Brent Burdett will settle it. Looks to get to work. Lead pass. Puck now comes to Campagnola from Mercado. He walks in. Pass across is deflected. Mercado keeps it on the boot. Pass comes to Fleischauer. Skips a stick. Bouncing puck can't be settled. And now Booth in the corner. Looks to reset to Campagnola. Under pressure from Hudzinski. That's Maximus Hudzinski, 72 in white. And then the pass comes across. Booth to Fleischauer in his skates, trying to settle it, looking for the shot, can't find it. Under pressure, Coyle doing a good job taking away his angle. Puck comes to Mercado, back to Fleischauer, walking in, pass across. It's on the backhand of Brent Burdett. He settles it off the wall, backhands it into the corner. Campagnola looking for the open man on the cycle, absorbs the hit that time, works it down low to Fleischauer, trying to find it across with a saucer pass to Booth. He can't settle it. Coyle goes for the clear. Mercado pinches in, cutting in, under pressure. Puts it through his legs. Booth steps into a shot, and it's gloved. A golden opportunity. But Krauthammer shuts the door with the glove save. 2:38 remaining in the game. 17 seconds on the power play. And T-Bird's still trying to complete the change. It appears Brent Burdett and Jack Mercado will stay on. A nice play there by Mercado. Face-off is won by the Knights. It's sent the length of the ice. Battling to secure another hard-earned victory as we approach the final quarter of the season. Brent Burdett is heading up ice. Pass comes to Gutterwill. The penalty will expire. It's all even now. Turnover force at the blue line. Lemza gets it, comes in, 2-on-1, looking for the pass across. Shot off the iron instead. Rebound comes free. Knights look to get to work. Plays broken up, ends up in front. Poked away by Kirby. Lemza sends it around. Mercado picks it up. Less than 2 minutes remaining as Mercado's clear won't go. Brady Hall ends up resetting it. T-Birds with possession beneath their own goal line. Pass comes to Burdett. That's Ethan Burdett, 22 in red, who settled it off his glove. Under pressure from Lemza. Separates him from the puck. Knights get the clear. DeLucy recovers. Has Haggerty. Ends up moving it up the wall to Villani. So 3 defensemen on the ice now for the T-Birds, as it's chipped in by Haggerty. As the puck comes up the boards, DeLucy holds the line. Coming in on the backhand. First with possession. DeLucy forces a change of possession momentarily. It's an empty net. Fleischhauer racing out onto the ice. Turnover forced the line. Villani with possession. Looking for the shot. Comes across to DeLucy instead on the pass. Fires a shot that's gloved by Krauthammer. We get a whistle. Comes with 59.6 seconds remaining on the clock. And we're going to wait to see here if the T-Birds decide to call a timeout. They have. So that becomes the T-Birds' first. Well, actually, their only timeout of the game. It's 59.6 seconds remaining. It's a 2-goal deficit for a team that would fall 2 games below 500. That still puts them in a playoff spot, by the way. There's 8 playoff spots, 10 varsity squads, and they've been in a lot of games down the stretch they haven't been able to close out. They've been in the mix. It's just been a matter of getting the bounces, finding the back of the net. We'll see what personnel they roll out. Here's Campagnola, Villani, Fleischhauer, Mercado, Booth. We'll see who the 6th player is. And they've had some close losses this season. A 2-0 loss to St. Anthony's. Again, that 4-0 loss coming with an empty net goal against the Knights. They only give up 3 goals with a goalie in against St. Anthony. They only have 1 goal with the goalie in against St. Anthony's, of course. Appears Ethan Burdett will be the extra attacker. We'll see who takes the draw. It appears it'll be Campagnola. Mercado lining up with Brent Burdett. So it appears Villani is off, face off. 1 back to Burdett. Drops it off. Ethan Burdett can't get the shot off. Turnover. Knights trying to head the other way. They get the zone exit. Coming up ice. Grinelli fires a shot. Empty net goal. And some good work on the 6-on-5. Kirby heads back out to his crease, and you're going to see here just forcing that turnover. Burdett tries to hold the line, but he gets caught kind of flat-footed there just by the nature of walking the line. And Grinelli's going to end up burying the empty net goal. That's going to make it a 3-score game with 47 seconds remaining. And now the face-off at center has been won back by the Knights. First, moving it up the wall to Grinelli, who just buried the empty netter. Appears Lemza will get an assist on that as Grinelli enters the zone. Tries to put it through Villani's legs, but that play is broken up. And then a lead pass tended to Wagner, broken up again. And both teams still playing physically, trying to force a turnover there. As Lemza gets it, Kemley cuts in, poked off his stick. Villani battling for it. As Martin and Grinelli exchange pleasantries in front of the net. Grinelli refuses to get involved. First going D to Cohen. Cohen's pass across, deflected, ends up in the T-Bird zone. It's offsides. Haggerty will just hold on to it. That's going to do it for regulation. It's a 3-0 loss for the T-Birds. A game that was close for the majority of the game. The Knights will move to 9, or will move from 9-2-2 to 10-2-2. One of those losses coming in overtime. The T-Birds will drop to 6-8, which should leave them in a tie with the Knights. They're still battling for possession of 6th place currently. They should hold it. Tiebreakers will play a factor here. That's all on the Long Island Sports Network. And you may notice our favorite honorary coach going through the line, Lucian. In his service dog vest, looking as dashing as ever. And thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give us a follow at LI Sports Network and check out the LI Hockey website. You can find our social media accounts on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all the latest game recaps, highlights, and analysis. Jack Siskin signing off for the LI Sports Network. Have a great holidays, everyone, and have a good night. It's